Can you talk about maybe a specific routine or a habit that you've held that's helped you be productive as a writer? And when I say productive, I think we got to make sure people know, like, this is the latest of several books that have been published since 2020.
2020, yeah.
So you're pretty not completely prolific out there, but you're a pretty prolific writer in the sense of that. What habits or routines do you have that kind of help you stay engaged with that?
That's a great question. And I will tell you, it's not easy. In addition to being a teacher, in addition to being a parent of small children, I have an hour commute. I live in Mount Pleasant. And then I'm being a husband. And so finding time to write, for me at least, is not easy. I have friends who, they have lots going on, but they don't necessarily have like all of these things happening at once. I'm really bad with scheduling. I don't have like a specific time during the day where I'm going to sit down and write. I'm working on a survival mode sometimes. Like I'm trying to write whenever I have it, whenever I have time to do it. Now, that's routine. So my routine is kind of sketchy in the sense of like there's nothing concrete. But when it comes to habits, that makes the habits even more important in the things I do to stay engaged. Because if I get an idea, I'm usually in the middle of something, because I'm always in the middle of something. And so when it comes to ideas, I want to get it down. Like I've got to get a note down somewhere. And so I'll use something like this, like a little field notebook, or I have the notes app on my phone. I'll pull that out and just type a quick note. So even if I can't get to it right then, which I usually can't, I know I'm going to have those notes later. And that's really important for me. But I think that that's important for, I would imagine, a lot of people who are writing creatively, because ideas, for me at least, and then this is another, I guess, on the habit topic, I am looking around when I'm out about in the world, because I feel like, at least for my kind of writing, which is whether it's poetry or fiction based in realism, the real world is what inspires me.
Sure.
And so I'm always, even if I am engaged in a different kind of activity, whether it's dinner or shopping or whatever, I always have my eyes open. I have to be in that mode where if I see something, I'm observing those little things that happen that some people miss.
Right.
I've got to be able to take note of that and get that down, because that, I think, especially within the worlds of realism, those are like the things that people often miss. But when people read them, they can automatically relate to it.